Minecraft mobs have mostly stayed the same since the beginning, except zombie piglins, but that's boring. So today I decided to make every single mob in the game in Minecraft better. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so what are we gonna come up with first? Let's see. Which mob should we change? Something basic from the vanilla game that's been in for a long time. Okay, skeleton. Right, I'm thinking skeleton first. What do you think, guys? Okay, this is perfect. Let's look. So the skeleton is actually more simple than you think, right? It's just made up of 2 arms, a headpiece with some weird like invisible head cover, and then also some legs. Now I always thought the skeleton looks kind of cool. It's got that sweet and simple look, and the rib cage is really nicely done because basically they use transparency as an illusion so you can see through it, but there's no actual pieces or structure. This is just one flat face with a texture on it, right? But the rib cage looks really cool. I've always appreciated the look of the Minecraft skeletons, but there's just one piece here, right? So let's change that. Let's see what we can come up with. So I decided to edit this thing, and it took quite a long time, and this is what I came up with, okay? I would say it looks much cooler, although I'm not really sure about this head. He looks a little bit weird. Maybe it's the neck. I basically made a 3-piece neck to hold up this massive skull, and I've repositioned everything. The eyes are a little bit different, as you can probably see from the video, and he also has 2 bony shoulder plates now above his arms, which I personally think look pretty cool because they kind of look like armor. Yeah, it's not armor, it's made of bone. How cool is that? So along with that, he also has arms which now have bends to them. So these arms are a little bit more complex. I personally think they look cooler. And then he also has bony hands. And I haven't actually added anything to the texture here on the left. I've literally just put the hands and the shoulder pads and assigned a part of the texture which is already there, which is the rib cage, because then you can kind of see through them. So that's how I've done that. Then I've done the same thing with the legs. I've basically added bends to them, and I think it's turned out pretty good, right? It's kind of like the Mo Bends mod, and we can rotate these, and this is how it should walk, okay? But if the leg bends too far, there's like a space behind it, so I'm not sure if I've done the rotation points right. It's a skeleton, okay? So it should work. Let's hope it works. Let's just see what this guy looks like in game, because I'm actually super excited. This should be pretty creepy. I'm actually really excited to see what this skeleton looks like. Okay, let's spawn the egg. Where can we spawn him? Okay, also this nether portal is massive. This is actually really cool. First of all, we've got to set this to night, right? Because we don't want the skeleton to burn. And we have some lovely light sources nearby. So, we have enough illumination. Let's spawn him up here. Okay, not exactly how he was supposed to be, but it is different, okay? These arms are not supposed to be forward out here. I've messed up something on these pivot points, which I don't know how to fix. I think it's because the skeleton spawns with the bow, and the bow spawns at a very specific position, and if your arms aren't, like, fixed to it, then it glitches. So I don't know how to fix this, guys, but I'm happy with the face, okay? It looks a little bit different. All in all, the legs are pretty cool, and the extra parts, like this pelvis bone, they look really cool. The arms just didn't work out, okay? I don't know what to do about that, okay? He looks like he's bending forwards, but then his whole body just said no. So, like, his brain's sending one signal to part of his body, and then the other part of the body's just like, nah, bro. Okay, wait. Let's see if we can get this guy to walk. Okay, so the legs work. When I punch this guy and incite violence, he does actually walk, which is pretty cool. Let's actually see what happens when we switch to survival mode, because these guys are going to duel me, right? Oh, damn, the legs actually look really cool. Wait. Look at them walking. He's doing like a moonwalk. That's actually pretty cool. Although I would prefer them to be attacking each other right now instead of me. But... oh, there we go. We've incited a civil war. These guys can fight it out, wherever they are. Although I think they may have died, unless they've dropped off. Oh, here he is, the victor, with his spoils of war and his loot. Unfortunately, he's not powerful enough to defeat the Blue Crusader. Okay, I like the skeletons. I don't know what to do about that, so I think we're just going to move on to the next mob here. Okay, so the next one has to be a vanilla mob that's also equally recognizable, right? So I think we're going to go for the creeper. It's just sitting here, and I don't know. I like the creeper. The creeper's another one of those really old school OG mobs of Minecraft, right? We all know what it looks like. We all know and love this thing, but it hasn't seen a change. I would like to see an upgrade in this mob. I don't know if I can be the one to make that upgrade, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'm going to see what I can come up with. So I'm going to get to work. Okay, so this is what I eventually came up with. And I know what you're thinking. It's not really much different? Well, that's because we're not trying to be too far removed from Minecraft, right? This is supposed to be vanilla looking. The only changes we made is we've added a few extra appendages on. So we've added a few extra legs, which is super creepy, right? Then I've added red eyes and fangs and this weird like snake tongue, which is a different style to the creeper, which I know not everyone may appreciate. And then we've added these freaky horns on, which is just there for show, right? Just to make him look a little bit more sinister when he's walking forward to you. So this demonic creeper has been sent by Notch to get revenge on Mojang and blow up the player. So let's see if this actually works in game. Creeper's next up, boys. I have high hopes for this one. I actually like how it turned out because we didn't really change it too much. Okay, let's spot. Ooh. Okay, that looks good. But how does he walk though? Okay, the legs do work. They just don't really move in the right positions. But we can work with that, okay? The creeper's supposed to be weird, right? What I do like is these horns, though. I do think they actually really suit the mob. And also, with the whole red eyes and fangs thing, it just makes creepers actually scary again. Because in vanilla Minecraft, they're just generally annoying, but nobody actually cares about them. But imagine one of these dudes coming at you at nighttime and be like, yo, what's up? And then he just goes boom. Okay, so let's try that. Oh, damn, that dude just went flying. He catapulted the other creeper literally over onto Mars. But it doesn't stop there because we have freaky skeletons and creepers at the same time. This is what's so great about making the most common mobs. Because even if you're on super flat mode or just chilling at nighttime, you're going to see them everywhere. And it's so satisfying. Except these skeletons are still abominations, which need to be removed. And I'm considering deleting them already, because I can't fix them. We've made 2 hostile mobs, but I'm thinking maybe we edit something which is a little bit more passive, okay? So I've been thinking about this. I'm thinking we're going to edit the bee, because the bee is kind of like a cute mob, and it's also fairly new. But I feel like it's the most simple mob in the game, or at least one of them, which still could have changes made to it, which look really good. I mean, look. So the bee's simple, right? It has 2 wings, which have pivot points where they can rotate. So these wings, they work, okay? They're basic. So we're not going to change these bad boys, okay? The bee just flies like this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just one big block with a texture on it. And I know the bee's small, but it's a little bit too simple, right? And then it has these little appendages on the bottom, or legs, or whatever you want to call them. And then it has this tiny sting, which does not look intimidating whatsoever. Now, I know bees are kind of like, oh, the bumblebees, they're nice, and they're not supposed to sting you unless you attack them. So I guess it makes sense, right? But we're going to make the bee a little bit more terrifying, because everyone gives wasps credit for being super scary. But the bees, they haven't done my boy the right way, you know? This ain't it. So we're going to change this guy, and we're going to make him a little bit more imposing. So give me a few moments. So this is what I came up with, right? And I know you're going to comment, it's not perfect. I still haven't really changed the vanilla texture, because we have these black parts of the eyes still on the side of the body. But that's because I just literally used the same area of the texture and applied it to this new head I added. So I added a brand new head, right? And I moved the antennas forwards. And then what I did was I made 2 extra blocks and then made the stinger much longer. This basically means that the bee itself is actually way more scarier. When you attack these guys, you see this massive stinger coming towards you, and you might actually think twice. Now, one thing I forgot to do, which I'm going to do, is I'm going to edit the bee skin. Because in Minecraft, when a bee comes to attack you, there's a bee skin, and then there's a bee angry skin. And I forgot to make the angry skin, which is super important, because if we attack this guy, we want him to go absolutely sicko mode, right? Let's just add a little bit of red here in this bad boy. Let's give him these red eyes. Make sure that we know this dude's about business. And then we'll make these blue parts white. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Yeah, we definitely need to make those white. Okay, now let's try this bad boy in game and see if it actually works. Let's see if it works. I have high hopes for this. I feel like the bee itself should work, but I'm not sure if, like, it'll get angry. I don't know if I've done the angry bee texture the right way. But hopefully when we attack it, it'll go angry. Okay, now, bees don't burn in the daylight, right? So let's just clear this weather and make it a nice day. Say bye, zombie. Okay, I'm gonna run away. I don't have anything to protect myself. Bees, the most evil creatures in Minecraft, evidently won't be able to hurt me once I get golden apples, which is a really unfair fight, but we didn't come here to play fair. We're gonna get a big stack of these boys. Let's first see what this looks like. Okay, so it flies properly, and I personally think it does look better. I do like how it looks. It's still going to pollinate this flower, so we didn't entirely break the mob itself. And it looks pretty cool. Let me get a close-up, a cinematic close-up. I think that looks better, okay? You give me your opinions in the comments. But I personally think we've made the bee better, or at least the bee shape. But I do have to say, though, that it is a little bit too big. It does look big, okay? I do have to say that. And I don't know why the bee's trying to, like, pollinate my forehead right now. So I like the look of the bees, so let's make an army of bees. My phobia is wasps, but bees are supposed to be nice, so let's just go with that. Let's hit this dude. Does he get angry? Oh no, he doesn't. We're in creative mode, of course. Right, let's eat a golden apple. Oh, so as soon as I went in creative mode, that bee just stung me. But he didn't have red eyes. Okay, let's attack this bee. Yep. Okay, the angry bee texture doesn't work. I tried everything to make that work, boys, so I apologize. And I've just realized how these bees just go full on like acrobatic mode and do like a front barrel roll to sting you. Look at this. Oh, look, he's literally doing like somersaults. That's so funny. Okay, now the oh wait, I didn't give a shield to myself? That wasn't smart. Okay, the challenge is to try and defeat this army of bees. Which, okay, how many stings do you have to do? These are like killer bees in Africa. They literally, you go to the hive and they don't stop chasing you. And this slime, for a start, is not making the fight fair. I didn't ask to be attacked by a million slimes at the same time. At least give me a chance. I plan to take more okay. Oh, look at these little tiny baby bees. Are these baby bees? Why are these guys so small? I didn't know there was baby bees in the game. Or are they just, like, miniature? I don't know. Okay. Don't say that I didn't win the challenge. The reason why I'm about to die is because of those slimes. But I'm pretty sure all these other bees have flown off and don't have the sting anymore. So I think we're safe. As long as we do a bit of bunny hopping away from these slimes. Okay. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have his stinger. Did I defeat all... Okay. We defeated all the bees. That's all that needed to happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe. And also pray for me, because right now I'm on 1 heart. And I'm running away from an army of slimes.